England, the young king, Richard II, often ruled in an arrogant way. Unlike his father, King Edward, Richard did not always take the advice of wise men around him, and so he often made decisions that would come back to haunt him.
Old John had gone, called them to our presence. Bolingbroke and Norfolk, face to face, frown and grow, frown and grow. We will be there.
Bring them in!
Many happy days befall my gracious sovereign. Each takes to better others count. We thank you both, cousin Bolingbroke. What does thou object against the Duke of Norfolk, Thomas Mowbray? Free from misbegotten hate, come out before your princely presence. Thomas Mowbray is a traitor. He took your money and did wrongly use it and plotted the Duke of Gloucester's death. How high is his revolution soared? Thomas Mowbray, what says thou today?
Bolingbroke, you lies! I defy and spit at you! And call you a slanderous coward and a villain. The money I used to go to France to fetch the Queen, and as for Gloucester's death, I slew him not.
Good uncle, let him is dead again. Upon the Duke of Norfolk, you your son.
To this peacefully you shall become my aid, my son, endless argument.
Norfolk, you do likewise.
My name is disgraced here. Here's to this all. I cannot.
Cousin Bolingbroke, do you begin?
I cannot.
We were not born to see what's in. Our kingdom's earth shall not be soiled with blood. Therefore we banish you both from our territories. You, cousin Bolingbroke, upon Taylor's death, during 5 summers must you stay away.
Nor will be done. This must my comfort be, that sun that warms you here shall shine on me.
Norfolk, will you remains a heavier dew? The hopeless word will never to return. Breathe I against you upon pain of death.
A heavy sentence, my most silver lineage, and unlooked from your highness mouth. Then must I turn me from my country's light to dwell in souls
Swear both to keep the oath, and we administer never to look upon each other's face, and never to plot or conclude any ill against us, our state, our subjects, or our land.
I swear, and I do keep oaths.
After each man had left the kingdom, King Richard called his closest advisors, Bushy and Green, to his side. His cousin Marl was also there.
My lord, now we must deal with these rebels in Ireland.
We loyalists emperors into this war, but our coffers are doing somewhat light. We are enforced upon our rural realm. The revenue wherefore shall furnish us for affairs in hand. What news, Bushy?
Old John of Gaunt is grievous sick and entreats your majesty to vindicate him efforts.
If he dies, we can use his coffers to fight these Irish wars. Come, people, let's all go.
At John of Gaunt's house, the old man grew gravely ill. With him was King Richard's other uncle, the Duke of York.
Will the king come, that I may breathe my last and wholesome counsel to his unskilled youth? All in vain comes counsel to his ear. Methinks I am a prophet, new inspired, to tell me that rash decisions will consume him and destroy our kings, the scattered isle, this blessed climate, this realm, this earthless England.
The king is come. How is it with thee, Gaunt?
Old Gaunt indeed. Gaunt I am for the grave. But take this counsel. 1,000 platters sit within thy crown. Landlord of England art thou now, not king. You are my brother Edward's son, but live in thy shade. These words hereafter thy tormentors be. Convey me to my bed, then to my grave.
I do beseech your majesty, and put his words to sweetness and aged. He loves you, on my life and perpetuity. Right you say, truly.
My Lord John of Gaunt is dead, yours life and all of which has been his gift.
Through death before it ends mortal life.
Now that he is dead, towards our assistance to be seized to us all that old Gaunt possessed.
Do not take what now belongs to Bolingbroke, his son and hers. You may lose 1,000 bonds close pressed by his.
Think what you will, we seize into our hands his plate, his goods, his money, his lands.
I'll not be by the while, my liege farewell. What will ensue hereof none can tell.
While King Richard journeyed to Ireland, many of nobles and lords grew angry with his decision to take Bolingbroke's inheritance. When news came to them that Bolingbroke was returning to England with an army to claim his inheritance and title, the Duke of Lancaster, they rode out to join him. Northumberland, his son Harry Percy, also known as Hotspur, and others, were welcome into Bolingbroke's camp. Even King Richard's uncle, the Duke of York, deserted his post.
I was banished as Bolingbroke, Duke of Hereford, but as I come for Lancaster. We cherished rebellion in our rebellion. However, I scream for I am not spared, and will remain in my castle.
Hearing of the approach of Bolingbroke while waiting for King Richard to return, the Earl of Salisbury feared for his king. To make matters worse, two of King Richard's loyal men, Bushy and Green, were captured by Bolingbroke and sentenced to death as traitors for misleading King Richard.
See them delivered to the execution in the hand of death.
More welcome is a stroke of death to me than Bolingbroke to England.
My comfort is that heaven will save their souls.
Returning to the coast of Wales, King Richard met with his cousin Earl, the Earl of Salisbury, and Sir Stephen Scrope.
While you were away, one book had featured and grown strong and weighed in substance in welcome, my Lord Salisbury. How far is your power?
Today over those enjoys friends, fortune, and state. A wise man thinking you were dead are gone to Bolingbroke to spare them life.
What has become of Bushy? Where is Green? They lie full low and they them following. They are dead. Yeah, all of them lost their heads. I cannot fight this. Let us sit upon the ground and tell sad stories of the death of kings. I will go to Flint Castle.
Near Flint Castle, Bolingbroke and his supporters were surprised to find that King Richard was inside. After a brief wait, King Richard came down to see Bolingbroke, knowing he was going to lose his kingdom to him.
Your heart is up over your knees below. My gracious Lord, I come but for my own.
Your own is yours, and I am yours and all. What thou wilt have, I'll give and go to. Are we going to London?
Yeah, my good Lord.
Then I must not say no.
In London, King Richard willingly surrendered his crown to Bolingbroke.
Are you contented to resign the crown?
No way. I give this heavy weight from off my head, and this unwisely scepter from my hand. God save King Henry, unking. Richard says, what more remains?
No more, but read over the invocations and these serious crimes committed by your person.
Must I do so? Mine eyes are full of tears.
My lord, read over these articles.
Fiend, thou torments me, here I come.
Enough, Northumberland. Convey him to the Tower. On Wednesday next, we solemnly set down our coronation.
As he was taken to prison in the Tower, Richard sent his wife to France to save her life, but she was very unhappy to leave him. Unknown to Bolingbroke, now King Henry III, a man named Sir Percy of Exton, a loyal servant of his, had decided to kill King Richard in his Tower prison cell because he had once heard Bolingbroke say that he wished King Richard dead. As King Richard sat in the cell, Exton and two men entered with knives drawn.
How now? What means death in this rude assault? Still in thine own hand yield thy destiny straight.
King Richard took one of the men's knives and stabbed him, but as King Richard watched the man fall, Exton stabbed the king. Wounded, King Richard pointed to Exton's knife.
That hand shall burn in never-quenching fire. Melt my soul while flesh sinks down into dust.
Later, as Bolingbroke, now King Henry, sat on the throne, Exton came in bearing the dead body of King Richard.
What is this?
Great Queen, within this coffin I present thy greatest fear, Richard of Bruto, thy greatest enemy.
Exton, I thank thee not. This is a deed of slander on my head. My guilt is great because I wished him dead. Lords, I protest my soul is full of woe. I'll make a voyage to the Holy Land to wash this blood off my guilty hand. March sadly after, grace my mournings here, and weeping after this assembly.